We all see this as West Ham's cup final. And the reason why we see that is because in their social media and the like, we see the fans really bigging it up about how big a game this is for them and how they really, really want to smash the Spuds and all the rest of it. But what does come out of that is the fact that West Ham always raise their game when they play us. They always want to be the best and to come out with a result. They've got some bragging rights. They were the first team to win at the new White Hart Lane with the gangman style celebration from Antonio. How good would it be to see one of our players doing that to them today? Maybe 4 or 5 times. I'd absolutely love it. So under Pochettino, I think it's fair to say that we were all kind of a little bit worried about this game. It's come at the wrong time. We didn't really want this away game because we haven't won for 10 months, which has been widely reported. We're going through a bit of a slump again, which has been widely reported. Fans are turning on the manager, again, widely reported. So it was probably the worst game to have. However, in steps Daniel Levy. Out goes Poch, in comes Mourinho. Whole new spin on it. If, like me, you do like to scan other fan channels, you might have seen Arsenal Fan TV, for instance, dedicate 2 of their shows to talking about the Mourinho effect at Tottenham, which is quite interesting. And just this morning, I've watched West Ham's Fan TV show, where again they are talking about the impact that Mourinho might have for Spurs. Of course, they're all playing it down. You know, he's had his time. He's not the Mourinho that he was, and so on and so forth. And only time's going to tell, right? We know that. So, as Tottenham fans, most of us have an opinion, either really dislike the bloke or are really excited about it, I guess. I think we're fairly split down the middle. There may well be a few that are kind of going, well, you know, let's just wait and see. But essentially, we all loved Pochettino, which is the romantic in us. And I got that from another podcast that I listened to, the Thing I Like Most show, which I think you should all listen to because it is really good. And those guys were talking about the romanticism of the manager and the fact that he's done so much for the club. The fact that he has done what he's done has made it possible for someone like José Mourinho to even consider coming to Tottenham. So, but they also said about the practical side of it, the realist side of it. You know, and I think we've all said it over a course of time that we've been concerned about the results, and it is a results-driven business. And Pochettino's body language and just the way he was kind of coming across in press conferences suggested that there was something wrong. So it's probably right, to be fair, that it's come to an end. So what we have to do now is we have to look forward to the game today and see what the Mourinho effect actually does. I've got to be honest, you know, one of the things that is kind of bugging me a little bit is if Christian Eriksen plays today and has an absolute worldie of a game, I've got a feeling that's going to make me dislike the bloke, to be honest. And that might not be fair because we don't know all the ins and outs of why he is playing the way he is and contracts and da-da-da. But I would be really disappointed to a certain extent that it was just because he didn't want to play for the manager. That would disappoint me. I've got to be honest, because at the end of the day, these guys should be professional enough to be able to keep their game playing, whether they like the colleagues they're working for or not. You know, I mean, we've all had bosses that we haven't liked, but it doesn't mean to say we can slack off on the job that we do. So, you know, if that is the case, then I'll be really disappointed with Christian Eriksen. I've got to be honest. I would say that's almost like going on strike to a certain extent. Not necessarily withdrawing your labour, but maybe going down the lines of work to rule, that kind of thing. Anyway, going back to the game today, going to be really difficult to predict the lineup. I haven't seen anything yet, so excuse me if you're watching this and the lineup's already out. But I do kind of think that it's, as with most new managers coming in, it's a chance to have a look at all the players you've got. And I think Mourinho will probably go with tried and tested players just to kind of see where their head's at, see where they are, and all the rest of it. There may be a couple of surprises in there. Who knows? Under this new Jose that he's kind of trying to portray at the moment, maybe that's the case. Maybe he's going to be a little bit more thoughtful about what he does and experiment slightly. I don't know. But certainly from a fan's point of view, reading a lot of the social stuff, most fans are now looking at the game and saying, great game to have. London derby against a rival. They're going through a bad time. They want rid of their manager. And we've just got one of the best managers in the world to come in and manage our team. So going from a really bad game to have to a really good game to have. Now that's the Mourinho effect. It's simple as that. If Pochettino was still there, I don't think we would be as confident going into this game as we are now. It's as simple as that. So if that's giving us confidence, what's that doing to the other team? And like I said, I've been watching some of these fan channels and they're trying desperately hard to convince themselves and their viewers that it don't matter, Mourinho's shit, he's done and dusted and, he's not going to do anything at Spurs. But only time's going to tell that. So, I mean, even on BT Sport this morning, looking at, what's his first name? Chris Sutton. He was saying that it's going to be a disaster. Mourinho's going to be an absolute disaster for Tottenham. He's not going to win anything and he's going to absolutely ruin the club. And that may well happen, I can't say that he's going to be wrong because I kind of go along with it a little bit that, it's either going to be one thing or the other. So it's just how quickly that happens. I really feel that the reason for this appointment from Daniel Levy's point of view is he's delivered us world-class training facilities. He's delivered world-class stadium. He's delivered us a really good squad of players. And I do believe that we've got a really good squad of players. But he's also coveted Mourinho for a long time because Mourinho is considered an elite manager. And they have tried to get him on other occasions. And he's not been interested in coming, or for whatever reason. So I think now everything is in place for that elite manager to come in. And whatever we think, Pochettino hasn't proved himself as an elite manager yet. I believe he will. I believe he'll go on to great things in other clubs. And who knows, one day maybe he'll come back and be a great manager for us again. But as it stands, the stock of José Mourinho is higher than Mauricio Pochettino. It's as simple as that. That's just the way it works, right? So Levy has always coveted that. He's always wanted that. So from his point of view, I'm guessing he's going world-class training facilities, world-class stadium, world-class players, world-class manager, give me silverware. Because I think that's the one thing that's been missing, is having some kind of silverware to be able to say, as the chairman of this club, this is what we've delivered. Plus it also puts the value of the club up, which we all know, ka-ching, ka-ching, Joe Lewis and Daniel Levy are very, very interested in, as are we all. So I think it's all there. I think everything's in place. I think it's important. I think this appointment is important for Levy. In his mind, in my opinion, it's the missing piece of the puzzle. Had we won the Champions League last season, then I think things might have been different for Poch. I think it could have been a little bit different in terms of his stock and stuff. But it is what it is. We support Tottenham. We don't support the manager. It's not about the manager. It's about the team. So as far as I'm concerned, I'll be watching the game today. I'll be cheering us on, and I'll be hoping that we can get the 3 points, because the 3 points puts us up the table, and that's what's important. So watch the game, let's enjoy it. We'll talk after. Up the Spurs!